We're now looking at congruent arcs. In order to show that two arcs are congruent, they have to have the same central angle measure, and they either have to be in the same circle or in congruent circles. So in this case, if you look, the red arc here and the red arc here both have the same central angle of 80, and they're in the same circle, so these would be congruent arcs. Again, they're in the same circle, and the measure of the two arcs are equal. So therefore, the arcs are congruent. You notice no M when it's congruent, but an M when it's equal. Here, we've got the same central angle of 90 degrees, but if you notice the radius of the smaller circle versus the bigger circle, the radii are different, so therefore this arc is not equal to this arc. So arc RS is not congruent to arc TU. So they have the same measure, but they're not congruent because the arcs of the circles are not congruent. In this case, we've got two different circles, and if you notice, the radius here and the radius here are the same, so the two circles are congruent, and then you notice the central angles are also equal, therefore arc VX is congruent to arc YZ. So they're in congruent circles, and the measure of the arcs are equal, therefore the arcs are congruent. Here's another one. Again, the central angles are equal, and the two circles are congruent because they have the same radius. So therefore, again, arc AB is congruent to arc CD. So they're in congruent circles, and the two arcs are equal. And in this case, you notice that the central angles are equal, but the radii are different. Therefore, since the radius here is bigger than the radius here, we can say that arc MN is not congruent to arc PQ. And again, they have the same measure, but they're not congruent because the arcs of the circle are not congruent. And that's because the two circles are not congruent. And that's it. Thank you.